Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go. You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome to Dog in the Yard. Like always, I got my motherfucking brother with me, Box and Dice.
Left to the right, you already know what's going on, my brother.
Today, man, we got a brother from Brooklyn. His name is Mugsy. I mean, he's very known out there in Brooklyn. But not just that, but he's pretty known in prison too, man. Like I've been around a bunch of real official dudes that caught all kind of shit, cases, and I seen it all. Trust me when I tell you guys. But this guy's story is legend. And with that being said, we gonna get to that. You already know how we do that. But before that,
yeah.
What's up, Dice?
So what's the deal, man? What's going on, man? What kind of kites you got today, man?
Well, I got 3 kites like always. One is the bonus kite.
That's right.
Which you will hear about that one at the end of our show. But my first 2 kites, one is they keep asking me about Dice, about who is he, how he came about. So Dice has known me since I was a kid, from the neighborhood, from the hood. He saw me get raised when I was out there wilding. And he's one of my big brothers. Period. Other than that, he's a brother that you will know more about him at the end of the season. We're gonna throw a bonus episode out with Dice being interviewed, and you will know his story. You know what I'm saying? So with that, that's the first kite.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know Pete for a while, man. I used to take him across the street. I used to hold his hand and cross the street with him. You know what I'm saying? It's my little brother. But on the real, that's my brother for life. You know what I'm saying?
Second kite is about prison etiquette. They've been asking me on my DM what Dice is talking about prison etiquette. And I'm gonna let Dice, break it down to you a little bit.
Yeah, see, I'm more or less like an advisor, man. What I do is I prepare you. If you go in a trial, and you find yourself lost, what I do is, I give you some schooling. I let you know, how to deal with your lawyer, how to deal, you know what I'm saying, with the circumstances that you're dealing with, whatever it may be, a murder case, a robbery case, whatever it is. And I try to plug you in with the right attorneys. And the second one is, if you're already in prison, what I do is I give more or less a lot of advice to your family too. What I do is I let them know, look, this is what you gotta do, for the visit. This is what you gotta do, for packages. This is where you have to go, for the bus. I school your family, and I also let you know the things that you have to do to maintain that family time. You know what I'm saying? Which is, go to school. You know what I'm saying? Maintain a clear head, stay out of trouble, and try to keep your family together with the family reunions, and things like that. So, that's it. I don't want to give too much, because, I'll wait for them to hit me up and ask me what is it exactly that they want. You know what I'm saying, Pete?
Facts. Hey, listen, guys, so you already know. All you got to do, just hit up Dice on his DM, on his Instagram, and he'll get with you and all that, And it's all for free, no charge. You know what I'm saying? This is how we doing it. He giving back. So for anybody out there that needs that help, that's going through any trials and tribulations, y'all already know. Y'all can always reach out to us. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And with that being said, third kite. Third kite is about Notorious B.I.G. Big. That's a big one. So, from now on, we're going to be doing bonus kites. So this is a bonus kite. This one is a big one. It's about Big. He's a legend. And
it's about Big?
They keep asking me how I met him. If I ever met him. They heard stories, out there of other interviews that I had before. So they want me to break it down. So at the end of my of this episode, you will get that story. With that being said, you already know. Dog in the Yard, your boy Pistol Pete.
Box and Dice, left to right.
Let's get it. I want to just take the time out to thank my guys up there, Jake and Ben, for doing an amazing job with this pen. This is that Dom CBD pen. These guys take their time doing this pen. It tastes great. They do them 3 different flavors. berry, mint, and mango. My favorite is berry, just to let you know, guys. You know, I know a lot of people out there dealing with pain, you know, dealing with anxiety, the way I deal with anxiety. And I'm telling you guys, it works for me. If you want to place your order today, you're more than welcome. Just hit up domecbd.co, punch in the code, dog in the yard, and you get your 15% off early. So for those people that's out there that's going through it right now and is stressed out in the house, that don't smoke marijuana, trust me, my brothers, this CBD pen does it all, man. Place your order today, man. It's your boy Pistol Pete, dog in the yard. You already know. You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol, dog in the yard. I got my boy Muggs straight from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Did 31 years for murder. You know what I'm saying? Want to welcome you to the dog in the yard, my brother. What's up with you? How you been, Muggs?
I'm all right.
What's happening, man? How long you been home, man?
I've been home now almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
Wow, man. So you did 31 years.
31 years.
And how's it been, man, since you been home?
I just stay focused because I ain't consider myself free until I get off this parole.
Okay, so you on parole right now?
I'm on parole.
Okay, how long you got on parole?
The way they do is now, if you got life vid, you can do 3 years and you can get off within the 3 years if you do good parole.
Okay, and do you have curfew?
No, not now, because I got a little job at nighttime, so they really don't sweat me about.
They don't worry about that curfew right now. Okay, cool. All right, so I want to go back a little bit about your background. You from Brooklyn, where you was born, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And what was the year and all that you went to prison and all that, you know what I'm saying? And how old you was?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, even in Long Island, because I have family from Long Island also, because I moved out there for a little while, but basically I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised. And when I went to prison, it was basically about 24, 25 years old, going on 25, you know. And I was I was out there in the streets. That's how I got caught up in the situation.
So you what you call a body?
No, allegedly. I'm still, my case is still under review now.
Okay, cool. So allegedly you did the crime, and they came and arrested you for it.
Yes.
Okay, and first time ever being locked up?
Yeah, for some time like that. I did, like a little Rikers Island time before, hustling in the street, little petty stuff,
Okay.
Nothing serious.
All right, so this time around, so how was it, going back to Rikers Island, for the crime and the seriousness of the crime and all that? How what was going through your mind and all that?
Yeah, a lot, because the time that I was facing was, 25 years, they were saying, and I know that, wow, 25 years, how can I do that? I never seen nobody do 25 years. And my being, on my earth, me being on this earth, I never seen nobody do 25 years and complete it. So it seemed like a never-ending cycle.
Right. So what year was this?
This is in 1986.
1986. Okay, so now you're on Rikers Island, right? And you're in there for murder. You're a young guy. 24 years old. 24 to 25, right?
Yeah.
Years old. So, how was that? Going to Rikers Island, and you went to the Fall building? Like, what building you went to?
Yeah, I went to the Fall building.
Okay.
First started out in Brooklyn House, then went to the Fall building. You hear a lot about Rikers Island. You hear about, you be kind of nervous. You're kind of scared. You don't know what you're going to face. You hear about a lot of the, the fights, the cutting, the stabbing.
So how was that? Were you like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Where I got in. So my mind was like, I got to prepare myself, for what I'm ready to go through. But where I was raised, I never was raised like on no like real timid stuff. So I was like ready to face my demons. Whatever I had to go through, I was gonna go through.
True. So now you find yourself in the Fall building, right? And how long you was there?
I stayed in the Fall building for like 18 months now, because I moved around. I went from Fall building to C95. So I stayed basically on Rikers Island for like 18 months before I ended up going upstate.
Okay, so is there any reason why you got transferred? I mean, from the Fall building to another jail?
No, because the way they was doing that, they have overloads, overcrowded, so they try to move you out to different spots. Not because of no physical problems or anything like that.
They just wanted to move you.
Yeah, just wanted to move you.
So you wound up going where?
I ended up going to C95.
Okay, and how long you was there?
For about Before I went upstate, I might have been in C95 maybe about 12 months, yeah.
Okay, so from there you went upstate.
Yeah, from C95 I went upstate.
Okay, so you went upstate. So how was that?
Oh, it was crazy because when I was going upstate, you was going straight to downstate.
Okay.
So you're going to downstate, get on the bus, you're going to downstate, and you get up with all these, all these white people, these big, all the police was big when I went upstate. There was no little people. Everybody was big, and they screaming and they hollering and this and that. It was like, it was crazy.
So you got 31 years, you went to trial.
Yeah.
And you blew trial.
Yes.
Okay. So now you upstate and you're in downstate and everybody's looking big and all that, and you like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's crazy because it was like a shock,
Yeah.
It's crazy, like, like right from downstate, they start to strip you from who you are, and they want to cut your hair, they want you, strip your clothes, they treat you like you just.
So you get downstairs and they do what to you?
Yeah, they want
for people that don't know, that never been upstate.
When you get down, they basically trying to strip your whole manhood right then and there. They trying to make you feel like like you belong there. You know what I'm saying? It's an intimidation, situation that's going on.
So what they do, they when you get there, what's the process?
Yeah, the process. You come in there and you line up. The first thing they want to do, you got to change your clothes. You get out your clothes and take all your property. Anything that you brought up with you, you're sending it home. So it don't make no sense if you're going upstate for your first time. I know when I went up, don't make no sense to bring anything because you're going to have to send it home.
Okay.
Yeah, send it home, and they was cutting your hair.
What you mean cutting your hair?
Yeah, everybody had to get haircuts. Everybody had to get a bald head, basically.
To the bald head?
To the bald head.
Okay, and what else? That's the only thing they cut? They don't cut any other hairs about your body or nothing like that? It's just your head?
Yeah, just your head. Just your head.
Oh, okay. And how long you was in downstate for?
I don't stay downstate because that's a transitional jail. I only stayed there for like maybe 3 weeks before I moved to Comstock.
Okay.
Yeah, and from there they sent me to Comstock, and Comstock I was in the transit unit there.
On D block.
In D block, yeah. The transit, it was really nasty. You know.
Dirty and cold.
Dirty and cold, and you go outside. Your day ended at 4:30. It was over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From 4:30, you're in your cell for the rest of the night.
Okay. How was that?
That was an experience there because, it was very, very nasty. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mice and, stuff. You laying in your bed and mice might fall out the vent, Yeah.
Nigga might say hello to you in the morning or
come out the
something.
vent, dude wake up, oh man, mouse was on my chest.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So that's how dirty it was.
It was dirty.
So you was in Comstock how long?
I stayed in Comstock maybe about 4 months.
And then what happened?
And I went to Clinton.
Okay. Is there any reason you went to Clinton?
Clinton was transferred because that was going to be my jail.
You was what?
I was transferred because I guess that was going to be my primary jail, my first jail population.
Okay, that's the jail you were supposed to really go to, Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton.
So then you got there.
Yeah, I got to Clinton. And when you get to Clinton, it's crazy because it's really racist up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people know about Clinton, but
Yeah, let it be known.
Clinton.
This is for the youth to know that.
Yeah, Clinton. You get there, and I'm telling you, when I went upstate, everybody was big, and you got these big, these white boys. They racist. They don't like you, and they tell you how it is. They tell you act like a man, we're gonna treat you like a man, but you got to pick your bags up. They say you pick bag. Don't care who bag you pick up. Pick 2 bags up because you got your draft bags, all your property. And some guys come up there with a lot of property. They got these big, heavy bags. And I'm a little guy, and I'm not trying to look for no heavy bag to carry. But if they catch you looking around for a bag, they'll make you pick up the biggest bag you can find. And a friend of mine was looking around for a bag, and next time he woke up, he was in the cell. He don't know how he got there, and his body was half full, with half wet. All his clothes is wet all the way up to his chest. He don't know how that happened. And that's just for looking for a bag, so they can carry.
So they used to do that?
Yes. Clinton, it was not a game.
It was not a game.
It's not a game. No, it's serious business. When you get up in the mountains, it's serious. You got to, respect yourself, and be a man, Sometimes you got to know how not just don't say nothing, you got to keep it moving because they will violate you.
Okay. So, is it at any point throughout your time in Clinton did you get violated, like where they they constantly tried you or you was good, you was able to manage and do some time?
Now, when I was in Clinton, basically, you know what I'm saying, because I pride myself on, you know what I'm saying, being patient, but I was young. I was young, and I was hot-headed and everything, so, like, a lot of stuff, I was looking, you know, to me, I might have been looking for stuff, you know. I might have been looking, because my mind, I got 25 years for something that I don't know how I got, you know. I'm not going to get into that, but I got 25 years, so I said, if I got to be here, I'm going to make a reason for me to be here. So I ended up, you know, Clinton was rough. You had a lot of guys there, tough guys on both sides, the police, and you had a lot of predators. And one thing, I ain't gonna soften it up because there's a lot of predators in prison. And it's sad, but that's what it is. It's a world inside a world. And you got to be able to hold your own. And I ended up catching the case in Clinton. And I ended up catching the case in Clinton, which I caught 48 years for.
How much?
48.
48. What was the case about? What was that?
It was a manslaughter case.
So while you was in prison,
Yeah.
you caught a manslaughter case.
Manslaughter.
So somebody else died.
Somebody else died.
And what they did with you, and what was that about?
That was about me. Basically, that was like me defending myself at one point, and then me trying to, like I had a point to prove. You know what I'm saying? Because you want people know that, you know what I'm saying, you're not having it.
Right.
So, and the attitude I had, that's why it's not even good to have no attitude like you some bad man attitude when you're not. You know what I'm saying? You only come here to do this time, what they say you got to do. But however, by me having an attitude, I ended up putting myself in a situation where I had to defend myself, and somebody ended up getting murdered.
Okay. So somebody basically was trying you.
Yes.
And boom, that was the outcome.
And that was the outcome.
So you copped out to it.
Yeah, I copped out to the time, 48.
48 years. So that means it took you out to outside court.
Yeah, I went out to outside court in Plattsburgh. You know, I went up in there and I was trying to, you know, fight it in the grand jury, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, you know, I said it's self-defense, but it was too late, so I couldn't really take my plea back. And I didn't want to go to trial because I already had a life bid, and I got 2 felonies on my record, so that would have gave me another life bid if I blew trial.
Right.
So I didn't want to end up blowing trial and get another 25 years.
Yeah, of course.
Over the 25 years that I already got.
So what was the situation that you wound up catching the body? The guys, like, I mean, what was the situation? Could you talk about it? Like, did he try you? Like, what was the actions?
What happened was, he was like a guy that was on the gallery. You know, he's a big guy, and I told you, like, it was a lot of predators. And he was slinging his weight around. You know, it was about him. He was
pushing his weight around.
Yeah, he was pushing his weight around. Mm-hmm. And then, so, you know, I wasn't having it either. You know what I'm saying? And I felt threatened. You know, I felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? And so I just figured I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, but did he do anything like? What did he do? Did he put his hands on you?
Nah. What they do. Especially like little guy, because I was a small guy when I went upstate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't that big, not gained some weight. I lost a lot of weight since I've been home, but however, it was a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like dudes, you know, booty bandits and stuff like that. And people try you. People, you know, they make, they hints, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So like I'm saying, like, you know, he coming by my cell, like looking like, you know, like I'm the one. Then one day I came to my cell and something was missing. And I asked people about it. And, you know, everybody act like, oh, I don't know nothing about that. Then, you know, he'd be on the gallery all the time. So that's what it was, you know, so I figured.
So you figured, yeah, he must have had something to do with it.
Yeah, he had something to do with my stuff being missing.
And what's a booty bandit? For those, you know, for the individuals and the kids that don't know what the hell that is and all that.
Oh, yeah, booty bandit is a predator that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, he wants your booty. He wants, you know, he wants to have sex with a man. You know, and they do what they do.
Okay.
You know, they do what they do.
So he stole something.
Yeah.
I mean, from you, obviously.
But I believed.
You believe that he did?
Yeah.
So did you approach him? Did you step to him?
Yeah, once I asked about it, that's when no, you didn't see me take nothing. You didn't see me take nothing. I didn't take nothing.
Right.
That's how it was.
And y'all just started getting into it and all that?
Yeah, we got into it, but, you know, it went on for a few days, so I guess being that nothing happened then, he figured that, nothing, that he can just, you know, maybe he can try me again.
Yeah, it could happen again?
Yeah.
And you wasn't doing that?
No.
Okay, I feel
So when I spoke about it, you know, that's when things got heated.
So you wound up getting 4.5 more years for a murder.
Yes.
And How much ACHU time you got?
2 years.
So you got 2 years in ACHU?
Yeah, SHU, yeah.
So you wound up, I mean, you didn't wind up that bad as far as the ACHU time, because they usually give you like 7 years for a body, right?
What happened was, I think at that time, and a lot of people, when I was upstate, I was in 88 when I got to Clinton.
Okay.
After the years, what happened was, because I went down to court for some other stuff that I had to get straightened out.
Right.
So this happened in 88, and what happened was, after I caught 2 years, a couple more bodies dropped, like 3 or 4 bodies dropped, you know what I'm saying? After that, a few friends of mine caught bodies, you know what I'm saying? They caught bodies like around about 3 people died in Clinton. That's how rough Clinton was.
Right.
Right after that. And they was getting more time. Some guys were coming up with 3 years. Some guys were coming up with 4 years, you know? So I guess, I don't know, must have happened in a long time. They gave me 2 years.
Okay, so they just gave you 2 years in the box.
Yeah, 2 years in the box.
So from there, you went where? To Southport?
I did my time right there up here in Clinton.
So you went to the box in Clinton?
Clinton, yeah.
And then once you was done with the 2 years, where you went at?
I went to Attica.
Okay, how was that?
Attica was another madhouse. Attica was a madhouse, and they known for doing stuff to people because even they had the riot in Attica, and the attitude ain't changed.
Yeah.
So when I got to Attica, that was even worse because I went to A Block, and A Block was known as South Africa in Attica, and they was violating you coming through the door. Police, they didn't care.
Like when you say violate,
when I say violate, yeah, let me tell you, I'm talking about violate where they tell you to shut up, don't make no noise. If they think you're talking, but you get snatched out the line and get faced on the wall. You make you stand on the wall, then when everybody go, then next you know they roughing you up.
They manhandle you a little bit.
They manhandle you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they roughing you up a little bit.
Yeah, Attica, they roughing you up. And you go straight in your cell, don't play no games with them.
Yeah, so how long you was in Attica?
I stayed in Attica, I stayed from Attica from 89 to 93.
And then when you went?
I went to Wendy's from there.
Okay, and how was that?
Wendy's, that's when they try to have a lot of West up by Buffalo too. So they had a lot of women in that jail. A lot of women in Wendy's. So the jail, it wasn't as bad. Only block over there was a B block.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, all of them is bad, but Wendy was to me, compared to Attica, it was a nothing compared to that. Only unless you go to a certain block. If you go to B block. Now, if you go to B block, it's like you like being in Attica and A block.
Okay.
Yeah, that block was really strict, and it was really racist, and it was known for jumping people over there a lot.
What do you mean jumping people?
Jumping people for nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you get pulled in, tell you out in the yard.
By the police or?
By the police.
Okay, they jump you.
Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. They'll jump you in a minute.
And it was really racist and all
Yeah,
that?
really racist in B block.
So, from there, what happened?
From there, I stayed in Wendy's for, how long I stayed in Wendy's? From Wendy's, I went to, I went to Wendy's. From Wendy's, I went to Comstock, back to Comstock Population.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended up leaving Wendy's and going to Comstock Population. When I got to Comstock Population, that was like being back in the battlegrounds again.
Okay.
Because you got, police up there. I know people probably heard of German and Herbert. You know what I'm saying? They very
Sherman and Herbert they used to wait for me when I used to get out of school, my program, and my cell be fucked up, all that. Yo, what's up, Pistol? We was waiting for you to get here and all that.
Yeah, they was notorious.
They was notorious.
I mean, they was notorious.
They caught bodies and all that. They killed inmates and all that.
Yes, they did, and got away with it.
And got away with it, right?
Got away with it to this day.
That's crazy, man. I had my share of experience with them people.
Yeah.
They used to fucking wait for me all the time. Like somebody got cut, and somebody, like I cut somebody and they couldn't prove that I cut him. So they was like, harassing me. He's like, yeah, Pistol, we know you cut this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't really had no, and then when they was gonna lock me up for it, one of my guys stepped up and was like, hold up, that's me. You know what I'm saying? And he stepped up and it was crazy. And then but they would still fuck with me all the time. German and Herbert. I tell people about German and Herbert all the time, man.
Yes, they were. They were definitely notorious.
They was fucking notorious like a motherfucker.
They was on me. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, because of my reputation.
Of course, you killed, you left there, you there for a body. Yeah. You go up to Clinton, you catch another body.
See what happened with them. And they was on me. I mean, they knew my name and everything because they used to wait for me too the same way.
No, they read your name, mails and all that.
Yeah.
You know.
They made me laugh, right? Because when you say how they mess with you,
yeah.
They used to be lame for me. They see me come through the hallway. They look.
Yeah.
They say, they go Mugsy.
Yeah.
Come on, Muggs. Come on, get on the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it got to the point where it's that, you know what I'm saying? So I started flipping the game back on them because I was never scared of them because one thing about them, I don't know how they used to know people used to come in the hallway, you know, they be holding, you know what I'm saying, they probably got a little something they ain't supposed to have on them.
Right.
And I don't know if he can smell it, you know what I'm saying? German can smell it. And then, you know, he's used to hit credit card is when he take his finger, his side of his hand, and just rub it all the way up your butt, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He pull your pants all the way up, give you a wedgie, and just run his hand up your butt, you know what I'm saying?
Stick his hand right up your ass.
And he don't care, right up your butt.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespectful. So he got to the point where it's that, you know, he know I didn't care about him. You know, so he just told me, he pulled me over to one side and told me, just don't do nothing to no officer. So one day, you know what I'm saying, they kept pulling me out so much. I said, German, didn't you tell me don't do nothing to no officer? He said, yeah, I told you that. So I said, why you keep pulling me over? Because you know if I'm holding, what am I going to do? I'm going to give it to you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he got mad with me, you know what I'm saying? Because he know I wasn't scared of him.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying, I don't bother you, I don't have nothing. And some days I wouldn't even let him search me. I'm telling you, especially if I got some guys with me, I'm coming up from, like, you know how you come from the law library at 2:30, mm-hmm. Just really few law library guys going to the late rec.
Right.
He used to try to pull me over. I said, no, you ain't searching me today. So I just knew that when I go back, like you said, my cell was going to be tore up.
Yeah.
I go back to my cell, he ain't did nothing to it.
He stopped fucking with you.
He stopped messing with me.
Yeah. You know what I did was I used to come back from program and I already know my cell was all twisted. So I just leave the cell like that. I just take the shit off the fucking bed and just throw a sheet over it and leave it and leave all my shit just like that. All over the place. So they'll come back the next day and be like, oh, P, you didn't straighten out your cell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you get rid up. You know, you got to fix your cell and all that. I said, man, it don't make no sense, man, to fix my cell. I mean, y'all already read all my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not cleaning shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here. And they was like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. And I was always kind of like a big dude in jail, you know what I'm saying? So nigga, you know, they oversized me up a little bit, but never took it all the way. Yeah. But they used to harass me like a motherfucker.
They harass you, and they harass you. You know, I mean, they give you certain respect, but I wouldn't tell nobody. I don't advise nobody, you know what I'm saying, to try to, you know, entice them or whatever.
Yeah, don't test them. Don't try them.
No, don't try them because
you will never know the repercussions after that.
And they do. Y'all known for killing people.
Yeah, they do you filthy.
That's right. And they had guys testify for them. Inmates testify for them. So, you know, it's not a game.
So it was guys testifying on their behalf.
Yes.
When they caught a body, the inmates look out for them and all that.
That's right. That's why they got around it.
That's why they got around it.
That's how they got around it.
How long you was in Comstock? I
think I stayed in Comstock maybe like 21, 23 months. I ended up going. I left there because we had about 23 months. I left Comstock and went to the Southport box. I went to Southport box, I believe, for demonstrating, for, you know what I'm saying, we got put a petition out for a lot of the foul stuff that was going on. And they said, you can't petition. You know, so we
try to get all the inmates to sign it and all that?
Yeah, just, we had a few of us signed. We only got like a few people that signed it. You know what I'm saying? A few guys, I can tell you some guys that I know you know signed it, but they sold out, you know? When they came up, when they approached them, so what do you mean by such and such? You know what I'm saying? Because we had said, listen, we had put in, you know, it's going to be like another Attica 71. So they was kind of missed. What do you mean by that? So they pulled us in, the captain pulled us up. What do you mean by Attica? Now we're just saying what can happen is going to we said the building is going to blow up like a thermonuclear bomb. It's going to be like another Attica 71. So that out of everything, out of the whole comments, all the complaints we had about the dentist, about the medical, about the grievance process, all the complaints we had, they didn't say nothing about them. They just took them two things about the thermonuclear bomb and the Attica 71. Them two statements and said, what do y'all mean by that? He said, we just telling you know what the temperature's like right now.
Yeah.
That's all. We ain't trying to go there.
Yeah.
So, well, they want us to change the statement. So if you stick by your statement, you're getting locked up. So anybody that stuck by their statement got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So some of the guys, no, we didn't mean it. We didn't sign it. We didn't do that. Some guy,
Some people just copped out.
They copped out, so.
They was like, hell no, you on your own, Mugs.
Yeah, they was on our own. But we stuck to our guns, and so then I got political. Then we started, got in contact with the Civil Liberties Union.
Okay.
And a lot of people, and they was coming in because they wanted to find out. Because it ended up coming up in the Times Union paper up there in Albany. It came out what happened.
Okay.
So they was coming in. So what happened was now, they see we got little outside support that's going to do a story. We want to find out. I said, yeah, I want an audio, visual interview and everything, that's coming to see me. So before we can do that, they shipped me out to jail. And when I sent my, that was the worst appeal I ever did. And I got an appeal for that. And I won the appeal.
Really?
Yeah, and I won the appeal. And that was going to Auburn. Yeah, and I won the appeal.
Wow.
So they know they was out of order. And I ended up going to Auburn. And Auburn was another crazy place.
Yeah. How long you was in Auburn? What block you was there?
On the D block.
D block, yeah, right where Transit is at.
Yeah, right where Transit. I ended up going to other, staying out.
I was there, D block.
I was in Transit, and Auburn, you know how that jail is run. The police run that jail also. They got a Gestapo over there too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You right. They sure do. How long you was in Auburn?
I think I Auburn for 18 months before I ended up going to the box. We ended up getting into a big beef.
So and then what happened? You got into a problem? You got into a beef?
What happened? What made me leave? We got into a beef, but what made me leave Auburn was that they got tired of me. It was a sergeant named Sergeant Cox over there. What it was, he didn't like the way we was, the way we was doing our bid.
Right.
So he wanted me out of the jail. He just wanted me out of the jail. So what happened was they put some gang material in my cell. And I can prove it. I can, saying, like, they wouldn't even let me change. I said, how you call your witnesses? So I called people that was in their cell, the guy that was next door to me and everything. Everybody seen the guy go in my cell. So they wouldn't let me call my witness. But they had it planned on me. They gave me 6 months and sent me to Southport. But they had it planned,
Yeah, that was just the plan to get you out of jail.
Just to get me out of jail, to get me out. And it was crazy about the police that set me up. He wanted to hurry up and send me to the box. But they already knew what they were going to do with me. You did your job. He didn't want to take me to the hearing. So they said, all right, when they said, all right, you got such and such 180 days SHU, starting from now, even start from the time I was locked up.
Right.
So I had to do that pre-confinement. Then I just started my whole 180 days and I went to the box. So I get up there and they say, you didn't take me there. I said, no, don't take him now. They took me when they took me and sent me to Southport. I got out of Southport, went to Shawanga.
How was that?
Shawanga was, I went to the unit over there because then they got a unit in there. The B block, I believe the unit was, B1. Where they got, a special unit. So I didn't stay there too long. I didn't stay there too long. They didn't want me in there. So they sent me to Wendy's from there. Back to Wendy's.
Wow.
Yeah, I ended up going back to Wendy's.
And then what?
From back to Wendy's, Wendy's, when I got there, it was calm because I was there before. So basically they knew me. And so I stayed in Wendy's, did what I had to do. And it was a little not too much rough there in Wendy's, because I was...
It was a little bit more smooth.
It was a little smooth, it was smooth.
Yeah, and at this point, you was in jail how long?
Man, when I was in Wendy's that time, this was in 2000, 2001. It was calmed down. It was easy coming to my bed now, so I got a little time in.
Yeah, how long you been already since?
Now, at that time, I might have been in jail like 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 11, 12 years.
Okay.
So then I shoot from there, then they ended up kicking me out because I ended up, getting in some trouble doing some things I ain't supposed to do. Got myself kicked out.
Like what?
Smoking weed, got a dirty urine.
Okay.
Smoking weed, so I smoked the weed, caught a dirty urine.
Okay.
That got me out of Wendy's. They sent me where they sent me to. I went to Southport. Yeah, I went to Southport, right? Back to Southport.
Okay.
Went to Southport. Matter of fact, they sent me to Upstate. Yeah, they sent me to Upstate box.
What, downstate?
Yeah, Upstate box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from Wendy's. That's where I went to Upstate box. So when I get to Upstate box, I mean, I can't double bunk. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, matter of fact, somebody stole all the IDs on the bus, so they didn't know where to put nobody at. So I can't double bunk, so they didn't put me no double bunk. I was in a single cell over there. But I ended up getting I stayed there for like 6 months and got a reversal on that. Yeah, I got a reversal, and then I end up in where I end up.
So
at.
you got a reversal. Explain the reversal, like
yeah, the reversal was because I was fighting it because when they did the urine, I was fighting it and to get assistance. The assistance is like your lawyer, you know, your investigator.
Right.
So you send your assistants out, your investigator out to go get all kind of information for you. You know, so you get all kind of paperwork, all lab reports and everything. And before I can finish with my assistants, they sentenced me. So I wasn't really finished gathering my evidence. So you have the right, especially when you got a tier 3 ticket, because they got a tier system, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. A tier 1 is basically like a walking ticket, you know what I'm saying? You get a little violation, take your rec, or take a commissary, or take your packages from you.
Right.
Tier 2, you can get up to 30 days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With that package and stuff taken away from you. Tier 3 is where you can get, you know, years.
Okay.
So them kind of tickets, they let you...
Those are the levels of punishments.
Yeah.
Okay, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3.
3.
Tier 3 is the worst one.
The worst one, because you can get a lot of SHU time, a lot of key block time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, with those.
So and then what? So don't go ahead.
So being that they didn't let me conduct my hearing right, Albany reversed it.
Okay.
So I ended up getting out of there and going to Elmira.
Okay, and then what?
When I get to Elmira, you know, that was another rough camp. You know, it's another rough camp, you know.
Yeah.
You come through there, they didn't claim, you got to be serious about your business because they got a lot of kids and they look at it, and I was looking young. So, you know, they didn't really care. They didn't care, you know, they didn't care.
Yeah, you could get it.
No, you can get
crazy.
it.
Of course.
On both sides. You know,
absolutely right.
On both sides, the police and us, you know, because we predators. It ain't like when we go to jail, you would think that you just think about doing your time and don't even think that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to be coming for you.
Absolutely.
You better believe it.
You could get tried at any given time.
At any given time.
That's a fact,
you
man.
Know, at any given time, when people roll away, they will try you. Especially if you're getting something, you know, whatever it is.
Yep. So, Muggs, I'm gonna ask you, what you think about prison reform?
Prison reform is good, but now, to me, when I settle down, like when I tell you the truth, like I'm gonna give you my story.
Yeah.
After, you know what I'm saying, I was in jail, you know what I'm saying, I was wilding out, you know what I'm saying, but however, when I seen somebody go home, one of our homeboys, you probably know, I just can't remember his name right now. One of the first guys I know that had a lot of time go home. He went home like in the 90s, in the early 90s, like 95. And he had did 25 years, 20 years. I said, wow, dudes can do this time. So when I seen that made me like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can rock this.
Yeah, it made me start thinking. But the prisoners don't help you.
Of course
you know what I'm saying? The prisoners are
going to make it difficult for you.
They're going to make it difficult for you. They're going to make it so you want to, if you don't have no change, they can talk to you till they turn blue. You have to want to make that change.
Yep.
It's up to you first. You got to make the choice that man, I'm trying to go home. I don't want to get involved. I want to be with this group over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to be known for that. Right. Because it even got to the point where that when I was in jail, you know, I'm doing things I ain't supposed to do. And when I stopped doing them, I didn't feel relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes would come to me for this. Yo, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was that dude.
Right.
So they bringing me stuff, but now when I'm not doing nothing come out, I started feeling away. But then I had to start, you know, I'm battling with myself.
Right.
I said, I'm not living like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living like that no more. So I was basically trying to get myself right. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get myself right. You know, even though like I still had the life on my bed, but I said, I'm going to do what I got to do because I really want to get out of here. I don't want to end it like this.
Right.
So I said, dudes can do the time. But then I started thinking, I got a body. They're going to hit me at the parole board. You know what I'm saying? So I said, but I didn't let that, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't let that throw you off anymore.
I ain't let that throw me off. I said, just do what I got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, with that being said, did you accomplish some skills in there?
Yeah, what I started doing, then I started getting into different programs, you know what I'm saying? I did the drug program, and I got into, like, you know, Project Build and PAC, you know, and Project Build, like to help you build your skills up and stuff like that, your reading, your writing. how to do, you know what I'm saying, speaking, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
That was cool.
Yeah, you know, doing stuff like that. And then I went to got into like HIV and AIDS.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, learning how to, you know what I'm saying, facilitate them kind of programs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, get into vocational programs. You know what I'm saying, trying to get a little college, you know. Just, at that time, they had took college out, so it's hard to get back into college. When they had took it out back like in the early 90s, I believe it was, or late 80s, when they took it out, they took it away because they took the Pell Grant. The Pell Grant was the grant people was getting.
Right.
But then people thought, oh, they're getting free college when they go to jail. You know, so however, so they ended up taking that.
So they took it.
They took that. They don't know that was, they were saying the recidivism rate for
right.
a person like that, you know what I'm saying, getting college educated was like real low.
Yeah.
So, you know, but a lot of the people that supported it, they didn't give them the real deal, because I found out from going to church and stuff like that, some of the ladies that voted against the Pell Grant, she said she never knew that. She said she would never did that. You know, they fooled the people, even though it was helping them.
So, so what year you went home?
I came home in 2017.
And what you been doing since?
Oh, I came home from during that time. I started out in the CEO program, where they had us cleaning the sides of the highways.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
You had to be picking up, garbage, but see, my mind was focused. See, my mind was different from, I tell you, like I started from then. So my mind was like, you know how you be in jail, said I'll shovel shit if I have to, you know what I'm saying, they be doing that time. So it came to me, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, they never acted, but however, it didn't bother me. I came home, I just started, I wanted to go to school, but I couldn't. I needed to make money. I had to, I had to eat. I wanted to go back to school, try to get an ASAC, you know what I'm saying, so I can do K-SAC and all that, but I couldn't do that.
What was that?
Get K-SAC, get a K-SAC so I can, you know what I'm saying, be a counselor in a drug program or whatever.
Okay.
But I couldn't do that because I had to make money. They didn't pay me for that.
True.
You know, so I was picking garbage on the side of the highways. And from there, I got involved with a temp agency, and I was washing dishes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was washing dishes. From that day, so I was working basically 2 weeks after I came home. I ain't never stopped working and doing the dishes. Then I ended up getting a job where I got a job now in the animal shelter. You know what I'm saying? Then I ended up getting another job working with a catering company.
Okay.
So basically, I've been working since I've been home.
You've been focused.
Yeah, I've been focused. I just stayed focused. I've been working since I've been home. I've been working. I ain't did nothing. I don't do no hanging out. I don't, you know, my whole life I used to do is not even there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been focused. I've been working since I've been home. And for the first time for filing taxes, I came home April 17, and I filed taxes for the 17 return in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some money back.
That's
you know
what's
what
up,
I'm saying?
man. I mean,
I got
it felt good. You got a job. You're good. You work hard. You out here. You free. Even though you're on parole, you still free. Better than being in the fucking cell.
No, better be in cell. Yeah, better.
You
be
already
in
know. You shit. Anything could have happened next. You know what I'm saying? So, it's especially your track record. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you know, you never know.
You never know. Listen.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you just got to be focused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't try, like you said, I didn't try to. You know, everybody want to do the high-paying job. I said, nah. As long as I got a job, cause you know how we be in the print. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. I'm be at my own business, my own this. I want my own business.
Yeah.
Everybody wants their own business, but I learned in jail that my own business is, my body is my corporation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So let me start there. I'm my own boss, because if I don't work, I don't eat. You know, so it ain't like...
There you go.
Yeah, I might be working for you, but I'm basically working for me.
Yeah.
I got to think about my pocket.
Absolutely.
You paid already, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got yours, so I got to get mine.
Yeah.
So if I got to work hard and stay focused, but, you know, because I gave them too much.
Right, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is I can't give them no more.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
You give them more than enough.
Come on.
So, but, Muggs, why you think shows like this is important for the youth? You know what I'm saying? The Dog in the Yard, this platform, you know, to give the brothers and sisters the opportunity to come in here and share their story and you know, stuff like that. What you think?
That's why I agreed to come and speak with my friend asked me, when Dice asked me about it, he told me, yo, you want to get involved in the podcast? I said, yeah, because it is, like, even though like some of my stories seem like, oh, I was doing my bid and stuff like that, no. It's, you don't want to be in prison. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in prison not even for a day. And
absolutely. And
I learned in my life that the way I work right now, you know what I'm saying? The way I work right now, if I was doing this when I was young, when I was 14 and 15 and 16, I would have so much right now. I would have so much right now.
But it's never too late.
No, it's never too late. So if you young and you got a chance with your life, don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Because your homies, because I came home, believe what I tell you, when I see some of my homeboys, they're in the same corner I left them on. They're still there and they're looking bad. People had the nerve to ask me. I was home for 3 days. People was asking me for money.
Incredible.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. What are you asking me for money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been here all these years. I've been in jail 31 years, and you asking me for some money? And it ain't like they didn't know I was in jail.
Yeah.
You know, so I know that, you know
no
what I'm saying?
shame.
No shame. You know what I'm saying? And it's terrible, you know, and the world changed.
They're talking to a man that did 31 years in prison.
I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
You know, and they ask me for money. But y'all want to say, folks, this is very good platform for the youth, you know what I'm saying, to take this thing, to take your life serious.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Get a job, believe me, you can do what you want to do in your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, man.
You stay focused.
Hey, Muggs, man, I want to thank you for coming, man. I appreciate having you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It was great, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming to Dog in the Yard, my brother.
All right.
Let's give it up for Muggs, man. Back to Dog in the Yard with your boy Pistol Pete and my brother Boxing Dice.
Left to the right, you already know. Yo, P, how was that interview, my man?
Yo, I mean, listen, all I got to say about Mugsy, man, he's official brother. You know, he went through all those trials and tribulations. I mean, he went through it. I mean, it was real with him. All I got to say, I mean, and he's blessed to be home. You know, I appreciate Mugsy for coming through Brooklyn. You already know, another real one. You know, I'm gonna let Dice break it down, because Dice was in prison with Mugsy, you know? But
Mugsy, let me tell you something, man. Mugsy was making movies up in there, you know what I'm saying? Mugsy was the real deal. All them brothers out there talking or making them little songs about what they do and how they do it. Mugsy was the real deal, you know what I'm saying? And we blessed, you know, that this brother came home, he made it home, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing good, and he's staying healthy. And like you said, man, we were blessed for him coming to the show and sharing his story with us, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. Shout out to Mugsy, man. You know, I appreciate having you on my show, man. You already know it's that platform. You had to give it up like that, you know? This is where this is that show where, you know, you give it all up. You know what I'm saying? You keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Pete, what is up with that third kite?
Oh man, you already know. So we're gonna get straight to the bonus kite. The bonus kite, it was about Biggie Smalls, my encounters, you know, how I met him, or if I ever did, you know, I know that people seen previous interviews and all that out there. I met Biggie when I first came home. I met Biggie Smalls through my man D-Rock. D-Rock was up top with me in one of the, you know, upstate prisons that I was locked up in. So D-Rock obviously, you know, went home and all that, so I ain't seen him since. I ran into him in the club in Manhattan, and Biggie had some situation going on with the Wu-Tang Clan, and Wu-Tang Clan used to run deep. By the way, they was one of the biggest, deepest crew out there as far as rap. Like, it used to be 100 deep, no lie. They come through, it was 100 guys coming through. Like, you can't do shit about it. I'm not gonna lie. So I guess Biggie had a little situation with them and all that. They was trying to front on Big and all that and something like that. And, you know, D-Rock came to me, and you already know, Dog in the Yard, I'm looking for some action. I'm running around with like 4 or 5 dudes deep, and you already know, we early with it. So, we support it. We came over there. What up, D-Rock? What up? What's up? Yo, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what's up, Big? I met Big right there. He had a few other guys with him. You know what I'm saying? And we held him down. We made sure he was good. You know, no man down that night. Everybody went home. Everybody was blessed. And that's what I got to say about that story. You know, shout out to the whole, you know, Junior Mafia, Biggie, let him rest in peace. You know, nothing but love and respect. You know what I'm saying? To the whole camp, D-Rock, you already know, nothing but love and respect. You know what I'm saying? Let's shout out my peoples, you know, at Cook Music Worldwide. You already know. Shout out to them, man. And with that being said, man, you know, we out of here, man. Dog in the Yard, man. Till the next time, man. You already know my boy Boxing Dice, like always, on deck.
You already know, left to the right. Boom. Let's go.
Let's get it.